I think most people have seen the movie It's a Wonderful Life. It's a great movie, and it's really a lesson. But Jimmy Stewart was shown how life would have been if he hadn't been born. It showed it from a hustling, bustling town to a city where if he hadn't been born, it was a city of decline and decay. It was a town called Pottersville. And this is reminiscent of a town that I grew up in called East Liverpool, Ohio. When I was a kid in the 60s, it was a hustling, bustling town full of people, energy, and industry. And I went back to visit for the first time in 50 years. And when I saw the town, it reminded me of that movie, because even though the people are great, it's the salt of the earth, America, apple pie, allegiance to the flag, all those sort of things that it always was to me then, it is to me now. But it's a town with weathered houses, vacant storefronts, a big opioid problem, lack of funds, no industry. How can a town like this turn itself around? How can a town like East Liverpool, Ohio, and all other towns that have a similar situation turn itself around and be great again? Well, I'm going back in a few days to talk to some people on the street and to a group of people in this town who started to turn the town around and who have a plan or trying to come up with a plan to turn it around. I want to be a part of that, but I'm going to also document that process. It's a story about people. And it's a story about America, and it's a story about how a town turns itself around and becomes great again. Now, this is from the outside point of view. I may be Pollyanna once again, but I'm thinking, okay, why couldn't there be ferry boat rides, or like in Atlantic City, they have a boardwalk. And you could do a 3-block long boardwalk with concessions, or a little small kids amusement park. You pull families downtown again. Now, I don't know if I'm just imagining that is silly, but...
Well, I'll say this. In one of our first meetings when we first got together and started working on ELCPR, we threw out, it was think big. Think of the biggest things you can see to help change this city. And I think the consensus in the room that day was a lot of what you just said. That's our end game. That's the end goal, is to bring back those things.
We do hit our problems head on, and some people don't like that. We've gotten some bad feedback about it. I don't know if it's a perception that's only going on here. It's not. It's everywhere. But we just choose not to keep our heads in the sand.
I like that.
I think there's the whole suburban drive back how many decades ago, people could go hide in their own bubbles. Mm-hmm. The great thing about here, there's no bubbles. You just, it's a community, and there's no hiding. Trust me, in a small town, there's no.
Do you have certain characters that, like maybe 8 or 9 o'clock at night, you go, there's Joe again, you know, is there...
We got him on every street corner.
Really?
Yeah, but they come out of the woodwork every day, same people.
I think the pitch, though, you said, do we need a famous person involved here? I think the pitch is, the famous person is the people that are here. That's why it is the way it is. I think we always said at the end of the day, say 10 years from now, when this is all done, the whole community can say we did this together.
Right. If you eventually get the waterfront going or other things going, this could turn around. 75 years later, it'd be like East Liverpool is known now, not for photos of 2 guys, strung out in a car, but it's a family town, like it was when I was a kid.
I don't know if you have this as part of your piece, but as us being the point of the beginning,
right. This is the point of the beginning.
This could be the point of the beginning for change for small communities around the country as well.
So one of the houses we lived in East Liverpool, we lived in about 5. We moved around a lot. It was right down here, actually just back here a little bit, and it's torn down now. But I kind of want to retrace my steps when I used to walk to school over at the bridge to... Hey, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing?